Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. So excited to be back with you today and hope everybody had an amazing holiday weekend. And certainly it was an incredible Easter weekend for us. And for a lot of people, Passover weekend. It's been just a great time to relax and enjoy a 3-day weekend, spend time with our family and friends. And to kick off our celebrations here in Dallas, we had an egg hunt, a springtime shared service kind of fun time here in the Dallas office, which had a lot of incredible goodies, a lot of different prizes. It was so fun to see all the people in the Dallas offices running around trying to find the different eggs that were hidden. And I just want to say, hope everybody else had just an incredible time this weekend, especially with your family. I know for me, you got to spend a lot of family time, which was always just a blessing. I can say that for all of us here at Integrity, I know we're working for our families and working hard to provide, but we're also working hard for the Integrity family, which is, something I'm so proud of what we're building here. It's really just this family atmosphere, because Integrity truly is a large extended family. And the other thing I want to say is that, man, this wellness warm-up step challenge is going crazy, and the competition is pretty fierce. We've got a few more days left in it. I'm amazed by all the numbers that are popping up on the leaderboards. I mean, we've got some serious steppers, and I love that we have some incredible people who are participating, whether it's from casual walkers to marathon runners. What matters is focusing a little bit of time on improving our own health and well-being. I'm so proud of everybody who's participating in that. So remember to log your steps each day. The last day of the step challenge will be this Thursday, April 21st. And the deadline for all steps of submissions is 11:59 p.m. on Thursday night. And we'll be awarding our top 5 steppers each with an Apple Watch. But this competition is really about spurring you on to reach your own fitness goals and to get out there and get active. And the step challenge is really the highlight of our wellness warm-up, but there's also a lot more to do and to get healthy. And frankly, to have a lot of fun at the exact same time. So to help us celebrate your efforts, we've been sending out some fun Integrity swag, and I hope that all of you guys are enjoying those. We've sent all the employees Frisbees, shaker bottles, and there's one more, I should say, piece of swag on the way. So make sure that you look for that. Well, today we have an incredible announcement. This is a little different than some of the ones that we've done here recently. And this is one of these transformational type partnership announcements that we have come along. And we're adding a truly remarkable partner to the Integrity family. And I'm sure after you hear a little bit more about why we're so excited, you'll understand why this is such a big deal. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we are adding a major player from the lead generation market into the Integrity family, and it's a company called MailPro. And here at Integrity, we are always looking for ways to better innovate the insurance industry. We're here to look for ways to get better, look for ways to innovate in everything that we do here at Integrity. And it's about supporting all of our partners and agents, which is truly the driving force of everything that we do here at Integrity. And that's why we've gone to great lengths to form strategic partnerships and add incredible partners such as Thomas Arts. And Thomas Arts has been just an incredible partner for us to add to the Integrity family, to really help us add in this marketing and advertising capabilities and really take us to the next level. And I think everybody has felt the presence of Thomas Arts. It's also why we added companies like CSG Actuarial. I mean, CSG is such a remarkable quoting and enrollment technology company that has just done some incredible things and has helped us continue to better serve our agents. And also like Depth Research. Depth is just an amazing business that provides data analytics to all of these companies all across the country, the healthcare companies, to design the right products to make sure that we're serving the customers the best way possible. And it's been an incredible addition. Now, adding in MailPro is another one of these exciting opportunities. MailPro is a respected and trusted market leader that provides agents with high volumes of performance-based digital, social, and direct mail leads for a wide range of products, including life and health insurance products and services. Currently, performance-based leads are available for mortgage protection, final expense, and term life, as well as some Medicare supplement coverage. And the company also handles the lead fulfillment by seamlessly combining all of MailPro's incredible extensive services and capabilities now with the powerful Integrity proprietary lead systems and technology. We will be creating a more flexible, more affordable, and more streamlined experience for our agents and agencies. And this will in turn, and this is the most important part, this will in turn help American consumers get access to the life, health, and wealth protection that they need. And every one of these partnerships that we've added have deepened our capabilities and expanded our offerings to all of our agents and agencies and made us a leader in InsurTech. And not only does it make us more competitive in the market, but it also empowers us to reach more Americans to help protect their health and wealth, which is just such an important part of our overall mission. And by bringing on MailPro into the Integrity family, we'll be able to expand our lead generation capabilities, which will be a game changer for the industry. So today I thought it'd be interesting to bring over some people who've been really working hard on this partnership. And I wanted to bring in Ann Wood, our Chief Marketing Officer and also President of Thomas Arts, who's been working really hard on this partnership to bring them into the Integrity family. And also I want to bring in Shawn Meaike, who has been a customer. Family First Life has been a customer of MailPro's for many years. And I want y'all to hear directly from them what this partnership means. So first of all, Shawn and Ann, thank you guys so much for joining us today and taking time out of your busy schedules. But Ann, I think starting with you, I'd love for you to set this up for us. Make sure everybody understands why this new partnership is a big deal for the Integrity family.
Oh, I would love to. Good morning, Brian. It's so fun to be on, and it's so exciting to be a part of this announcement. This is, you use the word game changer. That's the exact word I would use. This is a game changer for our agents and our agencies. And the reason this is such a big deal and why I'm so excited is that this now makes everyone's time more efficient on the agent and agency side. These are hand raisers, consumers that have raised their hands saying, I am ready for your services. That is what we call in the business a warm lead, a hot lead, whichever term you want to use. Can you imagine a company like MailPro who focuses on providing those hand raisers, those leads to our agents? It doesn't get more efficient than that. Agents are spending so much time trying to find people who are interested in their product, and MailPro is able to say, here is someone who is already ready for your services. It is truly a game changer. I'm so excited, and our team has been so excited because we can now partner with them to say, here are so many people out there in the country that are saying, we're ready for your services. And we're all about the agent. Here at Integrity, agents and agencies are our key audience. And so if we can make their lives better, then we are doing our job. We are helping make us be able to serve more Americans and help make their days more efficient. So instead, when they wake up in the morning, they don't have to go out and say, let me go find somebody who might be interested. We call that, cold lead generation or cold knocking, but they don't have to go out there. MailPro is going to come to them and say, here's the people who are already ready, and hand them to the agents. And then our agents, of course, are amazing. They're the ones who know how to serve these people. And they can say, okay, here are the best services and products that are best for you. I am beyond excited about this because not only have we transformed from the InsurTech side, the technology side, we add MailPro to our technology. Oh my gosh, agents are going to be thrilled. I'm so excited about today's announcement.
Yeah, listen, this is a really big lead organization that we're bringing into the Integrity family. We've been spending a lot of time and resources and money to build out our Integrity Lead Center to make sure it's a more efficient marketplace. But Shawn, what is it about MailPro? I know you guys at Family First Life have used MailPro for many years, and you just believe that they do it better than anyone. What makes it different than other lead generation businesses that you've seen?
Well, first of all, Brian, thanks for letting me get on. Somebody asked me the other day, what's the most important thing you've ever done running an FFL, and by far the best business decision I've ever made was partner with integrity. And that's a fact. The numbers bear it out. But I will tell you, Brian, if you were to ask me to throw something in there and it's a distant second, but it's second, it would be MailPro.
Wow.
One of the things that we had to understand, Brian, and I knew this in '08, in 2008, I thought, direct mail is great. We can get it when you can get it. There's a cap, there's a lid. Factually, there's a lid. And we started looking at the amount of people we want to bring on, where they wanted to service clients. And we started looking at the power of the internet and these digital leads, right? And we said to MailPro, we said, we have a pretty big sales force. And they said, how many you want a day? I thought, a day? I mean, wow, I don't know. And they said, well, we could do like 30,000. What? And don't get me wrong, we don't do that a day, but we've done 10,000. And the single biggest reason we've grown, Brian, outside of integrity has purely been the ability to have the leads that we have. At the end of the day, when you look at the programs they've structured, they're very flexible. So any integrity partners looking, there are no lead problems. When you have that kind of inventory, there are no lead problems. And I think one of the things that we didn't fight 3 or 4 years ago was we knew that we wanted to access all kinds of different leads, but we understood that everything else was migrating to the same place. So, where are we going to get the information? They've been quality leads. When you talk about people raising their hands and the amount of information they provide prior to somebody calling them and the timeliness. My deal was, I started in this business and, some of the stuff I got, those leads could be, 10 times more expensive than a brand new internet lead. So for me, I didn't need to be a math major to go, hey, I'll take 7 or 8 shots over one. That's easy for me. Like Steph Curry's the greatest shooter in the world, so he's probably a bad example. But any other human being, if you get 10 shots, Shawn, and they get 1, like I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even that good at basketball, but I can take that. So, when you look at what they've delivered, they've also been very agent-centric. So they listen to feedback. They listen to what people want. They help provide what the agents need. And I think right now, Brian, we can hire anybody. And anybody in the Integrity platform can do the exact same thing now. You can hire anybody anywhere and literally be like, hey, turn leads on. You can have the leads in, an hour. It's the days of starting, putting in your request, waiting 2.5 weeks for mail to come in. And I don't need to give you all my insight on where direct mail is, where it's going, what the future of it looks like, because every lead company is now going hybrid, no different than sales. I've only been out in people's homes. That's how I sold all my life insurance. But I will tell you what, if you had told me in 2008 that 50% of our sales would be virtually, Zoom or over the phone, I'd have had a hard time believing you. But in '08, I think I was at least a little ahead of the lead game. And I thought, you know what, I can guarantee you 60, 70, 80% of what we do is not going to come from direct mail. We just have too many people that need access, and there's only so much you can do when you're using that one source. So I think a hybrid approach works with everybody. So I can tell you, man, they're a great company to work with. It's been really good for me. I'm not a lead guy, if you will. Like that's just not way nobody's ever kind of called me and asked me to brainstorm on how to create them, what it looks like, what questions to ask, what the market. It's just not my world. But when they were brought in, when we were able to kind of find them and start having some discussions with them and realize how big and how much they can scale, it's literally just, we wouldn't be doing the volume we're doing without them. And the lead programs people love. And I think the last thing I'll say about it, Brian, is, one of the reasons the lead companies work really well with us, I believe, all of them, as, I remember I was in the business for like 2 years, and the guy said to me, hey, how many of those leads do you put in for lead credit? And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, where you ask the lead company to give you credit on the lead. I said, I've never done that once. That would be weird. And he's like, no, you understand. I said, no, I actually don't understand at all. They filled something out. Unless it says Mickey Mouse and the phone number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I was too busy to do that. I was working. I didn't have time to put in to get $10 back. I think that'd be weird. But we work with them, Brian, because you can will yourself to fail at anything. I don't care what it is. And you can will yourself to succeed at anything that does not require talent. If it doesn't require talent, you can will yourself to succeed at it. And I think for us, when we saw the leads, and their leads are quality, right? But, we first started, I remember the guy says, why don't we do direct mail? I tried these leads, I called them, and I was like, give me the leads. Like, I'll call them. And the same lead, and I said, I'll bet you anything you want. Like, anything you want, how many leads you got? It's like 40. I said, I'll get 20 appointments. And I'll bet you anything. You can sit and listen to me. He's like, no, I don't want to bet you. And it took me like all of 41 minutes to get 20 appointments. And half the people were like, I already talked to somebody. I'm like, I know, he didn't seem to be that passionate about helping you. So I am. Anyway, and we just booked him. And he actually said to me, he goes, man, my attitude was just so poor. I said, your attitude's really poor in general. And that's why you're trying to will yourself to fail. And a lead's a lead. So if you can get me new ones, give me a good price point and pound the inventory in, that's, I think, become a perfect marriage for Family First Life.
Yeah, I think there's so much to be said for lead generation. I mean, it's important to get people, to get our agents in front of people who are actually asking for insurance. I remember when I first got started, when I was selling insurance in college, I didn't have any leads. I would literally go door knocking. That was the only lead program I had. I could pick up a phone list back when you could do those things, but my AT&T rate was 23 cents a minute. And I was like, I can't burn through my minutes here. So that was before I had a cell phone, right? So it was really important to get out and try to see people. And sometimes you just got to work. I mean, you just got to get out there. And whenever you have great lead generation, I think that is a truly important part of building a sustainable business. And this MelPro is very different than a lot of the different lead generation companies that we've worked with. And I want to be clear, we want people to keep working with a lot of our other vendors that we partner with, but this one is very unique in a lot of ways. And why don't you tell us a little bit more about what type of lead generation that we're talking about here and why you're so excited about the specialization that they bring?
Oh, happy to, Brian. Yes. And to Shawn's point, I'm so excited to be able to talk about them today because they are making such a huge difference in the industry. And what makes them different is a couple of critical items. One is, to Shawn's point, they're multi-channel. So what that means is that they gather hand raisers from different types of mediums. They do direct mail, which is awesome. They are really heavy on social media leads. And I have a lot of people ask in marketing, wait a second, how do you get a lead in social media? I don't understand. I just go on to Facebook and I like people's posts, but there are people on there that are interested in our products. And so they'll run ads and people will raise their hand and say, hey, wait, I really need that in my life. I really need life insurance in my life or health insurance in my life. And so they are really big on social media leads and digital leads. So they're very good at digital leads. So that, to Shawn's point earlier, we want everyone selling in the home for sure. And then when Shawn was saying, and sometimes people are ready to buy over the phone. It's the same on the lead generation side. A lot of people are still responding direct mail. They're sending back their BRCs, their little, for anyone who doesn't know what BRC is, a business reply card. Those are little cards that you get in the mail that all of us get. And they still send them back. That's still huge. We call that the workhorse in the industry. But there are people right now who are saying online, wait a second, this is something I need. I'm ready to be served. And so MelPro, they're experts at digital leads and social media leads. That's one of their differences. So that's very cool. The second one that I would say is they only charge for the leads that agents use. So instead of, running a campaign and then having to pay for the whole campaign and maybe getting a certain response rate, which again, still tried and true way of doing it in the advertising world. We still do that a lot in this industry. They charge only for the leads you use. And so agents, it can be very efficient for an agent because they can say, okay, I only want to buy these 50 leads in this particular market. And so it's very, very cost effective. And then thirdly, they're very big on what we call geo-targeting. So in a specific market, in a specific area, in a specific community, you can buy the hand raisers in that community. And so what we've been working with them so heavily on in Lead Center is doing mapping, specific mapping down to the specific area. So you can say, I am going to serve and I want to know who is in need of what I offer as an agent in this particular market. So there's a lot that makes them different, but those are three differentiators that I know they have come from the agents. Agents have asked for these things and MelPro delivers. Those are what I'm very, very excited about.
Yeah, and then I know that we're taking a lot of time to merge this, and we've been working on this for quite some time here, to merge all of those capabilities that you've just been talking about into a lot of our integrity proprietary technology. And I think it's going to have a huge impact for a lot of our partners. So tell us a little bit about how people are going to be able to access this and kind of where we go from here for this side.
Yep, so excited to talk about that. So you mentioned Integrity Lead Center. So that is a new proprietary offering that many of you as new partners are aware of. It allows you to go in and select the leads you want in your specific area. And to Shawn's point earlier, there are a lot of options out there. So there are a lot of different ways to find people to serve. Lead Center is the leading technology that Integrity has invested a lot of time and a lot of money to make sure that Lead Center is a platform for agents. That is what it was built for and by agents, basically saying this is what would be best for us. This is how it would be so easy for us. So Integrity's Lead Center is how you're able to access these leads. And to your point, Brian, we have merged MailPro's services and everything they offer into Lead Center. We've been taking a lot of time and a lot of investment to do so that you can go into Lead Center and be able to get MailPro's leads. So that's what we're so excited about for MailPro. To be able to access Lead Center, we have been rolling out Lead Center throughout the Integrity platform. So these leads are only going to be exclusive to Integrity agents. So that's another big part. Only Integrity's agents can serve these people that are ready to be served. And so we will be rolling out and announcing Lead Center. We have already been doing it specifically to partner by partner, kind of like we've done with a lot of our other proprietary tools. So Lead Center is on its way to all of you on this phone call. Some of you have already had the beginnings. We're in the rollout process right now, Brian, so that all of our agents will be able to access Lead Center moving forward. So we're so excited. We're on this journey together, and we have, as you mentioned, it's been months coming before we can make this announcement to make sure that we were ready to provide this service throughout the platform.
Yeah, I think all of that is so exciting. I know, ask everybody to be patient with us. We've been working very diligently on Lead Center and then this partnership with MailPro to bring them into the Integrity family. And the results truly speak for themselves. I mean, we've had incredible results with Lead Center. And Shawn, you and your team have really helped kind of refine that process to make sure that we were creating it in the right way. Tell us a little bit about how that's made your business better, how it makes recruiting easier, and helps you serve more people.
Well, yeah, and I think I also want to make sure I'd be remiss. MailPro has done some, there's recruiting leads, there's all kinds of things with both the sales and the recruiting side. Brian, now I got to be honest with you, at FFL, our big dial days are Mondays and Thursdays. They just always happen. It's funny, when I got in the business, I always dialed on Fridays and Saturdays. Like, that's what I did. We started the company, and a couple guys were like, hey, we do Mondays and Thursdays. Mike Kilman, some other guys. I'm like, that's a bad idea. And then they killed it. And I was like, hey, that's a good idea, right? Like, because it worked, right? So I'm not that deep. And Brian, our old CRM prior to this integration and all the phenomenal work that Integrity Thomas Arts and the whole crew did over there, we would have people, Brian, and I'm not proud of this, bogged down. I mean, for like, literally they'd be like, hey, it's a Monday. I got in at 9. I'm trying to get my leads. Like, you start getting 15,000 people accessing something. It was just on overload for us. So number one, how simple it is to navigate. I've heard that from everybody. How fast it is. And I think, it's one of the other things that when we talk about the partnership with Integrity, there's zero chance, and I mean zero, Brian, that Family First Life that we would have had the ability, the wherewithal, the technological support, and or the capital to build this without our partnership. So, so for us, Brian, I think it's really, I've not seen anything like, I thought our CRM was, in the business, it was okay. Like, it wasn't, but I have a lot of people that we recruit, and we show them the ILC. We show them where the leads are. We show them how simple it is. We show them that it's real time. We show them the inventory. And then to Ann's point, when there's a buy per lead component, and listen, I'm all about all the choices. I'm just letting everybody know, if you want to scale your business, you truly want to scale it, you better fall in love with social media and internet leads. And you should anyway, because, they're real time. Give me something that somebody filled out. We have, guys and girls that will drive down the street and make phone sales. Literally will get the lead and call them like a few minutes later. Hey, I noticed you were at your computer. And they're like, what are you doing? Like, well, I'm driving down the street. You filled this out. Like, I just got it. Like, I just did that. They're like, yeah, sorry for the delay. So anyway, we can take care of this over the phone. And, it's really been, I feel like it's 2022 now at FFL, and actually probably beyond, which is great. And I think we were just trying to keep up with our previous CRM and what you guys have, what's been built. And I also love working with, and again, a lot of our guys that are much more involved in this stuff have helped out a lot with TA and with Hirsch and a lot of those folks. But I love that, you guys said, hey, listen, we want to build something that really works for the agents. And Ann was like, let's get as much information, as much involvement as we can. So a lot of times people build something, never, ever include the people, consult with, or ask the folks that'll be using it. And you guys did the antithesis. And I think that's why it's been such a phenomenal launch. And, and you look at some of the stuff we're doing from a recruiting lead standpoint through MailPro. I mean, some of the things they're creating on social media for us to help find these agents who are out there, licensed or unlicensed, who are like, hey, I'm looking for another opportunity. I want to hear more about what you do. So I really think it's all just come full circle for us. And I think, having the ILC going and having MailPro as part of it, and to Ann's point, you want to get them, got to get them through integrity, which is great. And I love where we're at. And for all the partners on here, listen, I'm telling you, I'm just, we had some folks in our business that people asked me, what some of the agencies that we have that grew the most during that time did. And they just embraced these multiple lead sources. They just embraced them. And again, it requires no talent. So once you, kind of commit to yourself that they're good leads, because any lead that's newer and somebody expressed interest, I'm in. So Brian, it's I almost wish I could take you back to prior to integrity. We had, give you an idea, I think you and I had met end of summer, somewhere in there in 19. Yeah, 5 or 6 weeks before you and I met, our old lead system, which was built to probably have a couple hundred people use it, was just falling apart at the seams. And one day it didn't deliver leads, which was bad enough. And then it double billed everybody. Okay. Cool. So I decided the answer was to double credit everybody's money back, which I did. Okay. So like if they billed you $5,000, but your leads were 2,500, I would still give you $5,000, even though you got the money back. Right. And then the month Sizer's like, man, that was a mess. I go, yeah, I know it's fixed now. He's like, no, the bottom line was a mess. Like, look how much we gave back, but it was the right thing to do. You know what I mean? And I never wanted agents to be in an inferior position. And with the ILC and with what we have with integrity and the support, and every time I walk through the office, I'm amazed at, Brian, we didn't have one person working in IT at Family First Life prior to integrity. And now we have an army, TA, Hirsch's people. I mean, so I'll tell you what, it's one of the first things our guys and girls do when they recruit is show somebody the lead center. And usually it's one of the easiest things to, most people after that are like, okay, I'm getting carrier contracts, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. But the technological support y'all have and the infrastructure is why I'm coming, which is all because of integrity. That's the integrity factor. Well,
there's a huge benefit to people coming together and focusing on how do we use all of our God-given talents to serve others better. And it's been amazing to watch everybody pull together and be able to serve more people. So this announcement's going to go out tomorrow morning. This is going to be another one of these exciting announcements of bringing in another shared service into the Integrity family so that we can better serve more people. And I can't wait to see what MailPro and Lead Center do for the Integrity growth. We've been growing incredibly fast overall, but this is just one of those other areas of us trying to think ahead of the curve, trying to look for ways to better serve our agents and agencies to make sure that they can better serve Americans with their insurance needs. And so get ready for this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure that you like and share this out on social media. As Shawn and Ann both just said, social media has such a big impact on being able to reach more people. And so let's make sure that we're sharing that on all social media as well. Well, hey, everybody, this is a big announcement. We're super excited about this one. I know I'm getting a lot of text here from a lot of our partners who are super excited as well and can't wait to learn more. So can't wait to see where this all goes as part of this new partnership with MailPro and the Integrity Lead Center. I hope everybody has an incredible day, an incredible week, and can't wait to talk to you guys all very soon. God bless you guys. Take care.